Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading to the side of Capricorn. So that's Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and our Venus signs up until and including the 15th of October 2020. Okay, so we're going to be looking at a general reading here. If you do want a personalised reading, information is in the description box below. We do personal readings, so just email me there. We go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM British Standard Time, 6 PM Eastern Standard Time, no, 3 PM Eastern Standard Time, and on Twitch on Saturday nights, 11 PM. And that's 6 PM Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to have a look at Capricorn here, okay? Let's see what is the theme for you guys. Just again, apply the roles. If it's them and it's you, swap it over. If it's a he and it's a she, just again, as long as the core information resonates, then it's swap roles and information accordingly. Okay, so the theme, please, for Capricorn. I'm hearing all change. All change. Okay, so we've got the castle here. So this could be changes in the home. This could be changes in security. This could be, so job. It could be how you're viewing things. It could be defensiveness. We can have a look at that. We've also got the bridge. So we're in the middle of something here. We're possibly crossing from one situation to another. Maybe someone's rebuilding a situation here. And then we've got the pilgrim, which is implying a journey. So someone's on a quest here. Someone's on a, I just keep hearing a lookout. So someone's on a special kind of endeavour, let's say, to try and find what they want. So let's pull some other cards and we'll get an idea of what exactly is going on here as we start building up a picture for you guys. Let's utilise the Angels of Atlantis cards here and we will have a look. Let's have a look here. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, up to and including the 15th of October 2020, please. What exactly is happening for Cancer? I was going to say Cancerians. I mean, this could involve a Cancerian. For Capricorn, what is the overriding theme? What is Capricorn's theme here? Themes. Right, my guides are saying you need to turn the cards over. We've got a couple of cards that need to be set straight. There's something, someone could be trying to level out, balance out a situation here. Someone could also be wanting to rectify a past situation or decision. Wow, as I pull the card forgiveness. But let's have a look. They're so funny. Right, let's have a look. Capricorns, now that the deck is straight. You're straight. Okay, let's have a look. What is the theme for Capricorn up until and including the 15th of October? It's interesting because I'm just hearing we're all squared away. We're all even Stevens. It's like, right, I've paid you back, you've paid me back, let's go. There's a soul contract here that's been satisfied. There's definitely a soul contract. Yeah, that's been satisfied here. We've got intention, so someone could be, again, looking at shifts, changes, what they want. They're trying to bring in maybe what they want and sort of release the past in order to do that, possibly. And bottom of the deck is patience. So there's a process here. Someone's trying to build things up. Someone's trying to work out what they want, and they're taking a leap in order to gain the first part of what it is they want. They're heading towards what they want here. And then underneath the bottom of the deck is liberation. So someone's trying to run for their freedom here, okay? And by doing that, it's like they're trying to find themselves. They're trying to understand their security and what it is they really need, okay? So let's pull here. Let's keep going with this and then build up a better picture here. So with the Island Time Wellness card, Spirit, what else do we not already know for Capricorns up to and including the 15th of October? What else? Okay, so they're showing me the 14th of October, which is going to be Mercury going into retrograde. I'm hearing doubt. So it could be a decision is made up to that point, and then that kind of energy on around the 14th throws that up in the air again. So just keep an eye on that. Capricorns, please. What else is happening for Capricorn? Oh, interesting. We've got a twin flame situation here. Bottom of the deck is ascending. So there's a movement and obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase. This is a new phase. So I feel like someone's setting about on a path of discovery of where they're finally going. It's like their final resting place. This is how I'm getting it through. They want me to pull a Keepers of the Light as well. And then I think we might do the tarot after that. But let's see. Let's play it by ear. Yeah. They're building up to make a decision here about where their future lies. What is it? What is it they want? This is what they're looking at. Okay, so let's have a look, or what you're looking at. Capricorns, please. What else do we not already know about this situation here up until the 15th of October, please, Spirit? Yep, that's spot on. Okay, so this is about facing fear. This is breaking free of all the limitations that have been built around us in one stage of our life and bursting through those. It's about finally making a descent into freedom, which is basically where your limitations are being stripped bare. It's like someone's tackled their demons here, and they've been on a mission to overcome these kind of energies. This is this energy facing fear. More spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So there's going to be challenges or an ongoing energy of, did you learn the last lessons? So this scared you before. Maybe, you know, money was the priority, and you having a lack of money scared you. There may be sort of tests again to test to see if that's been learnt or not. But it's like there's definitely this shift here that's being brought about. And we've got Ascension, Seraphis Bay. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. So this is, again, Phoenix energy. Transcendence. This is about transmutation of the previous possible dark night of the soul into a liberated energy. Okay, so let's have a look. I want to pull, let's then go to the tarot. Okay, right, let's see. Okay, let's go to the tarot here. Let's go to the Millennium Tarot here, and let's see what Spirit have to say for us. For Capricorn, Spirit, could you tie all this information in and let us know what else we need to be aware of here for our Capricorn, all aspects up to and including the 15th of October 2020. What else is it we need to kind of look at here? What don't we know already? This is where my future lies. It's like someone knows that they have to plan for their future. This is not a, oh, I'm just going to jump into this now because this is like, this might be okay. This is someone taking some great steps towards, yeah, their legacy. What do I want to leave on this planet? What do I want to leave on this planet when I go? And that sounds a bit morbid, but you've got to remember, if someone's transcending out of darkness, then they'll be thinking about all these things, because you've got to remember, if you're working with coming out of a shadow element and you're going into the light, if you've been immersed in darkness, it's a rebirth, isn't it? Death and rebirth. So of course you're going to have that in your mind, because you've just come from that energy of death and rebirth. You know, when I leave, what do I leave behind? Like when I transcend through this energy, what is it that I've learned, and where is it I'm going to? So there's a multifaceted aspect that this energy is looking at here, and they're not being caught short this time, I'm hearing. So if this person's had a real issue with where to lead things, where to take things in the past, no, this is, they're looking at every angle this time. Because it didn't work last time. Look, Five of Pentacles. Before, when they jumped into something and they didn't really understand everything about it, they got caught out. And they're saying, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again because this caused me a great amount of pain. Three of Swords. I don't want to do this again. I'm not going to put myself into that. So what they're doing is they're now healing. And what did I say about the Phoenix? They're now healing to be resurrected out of the pain that they have found themselves in, out of their shadow element. This is the Devil card, the Lust card, out of the lower energies that maybe led them in a direction that didn't create anything really apart from lessons. So they're aware of this. They can see that part. They can see that part, and they want to jump in. This person's dying to kind of throw themselves into their kind of new energy here and rush in. You or them, right? That's what their energy is showing. They want to jump ahead. They want to leap into the unknown, all right? And it's that new element that's, you know, that's kind of helped them through the pain, and it's like they've rebirthed into that energy. But the problem we've got is if we've got a mental block here with this Ace of Swords, it's like, well, but I don't quite understand what that is, and I'm not quite sure. Again, we're bridging this energy here. They're in between these worlds and they can't quite articulate what exactly all this is about, and they're still learning. They're still trying to understand and kind of work out, what is this? Where's my path? Is this my path? Am I on the right track? It's like there's a lot of unknowns here. So we've got the Prince of Swords. So they're just observing at the moment. There's an observational energy where they're just observing. They want to understand everything. So they're not going to make any changes. They're going to just, again, we've got the Prince and the Princess of Swords. So it's like they're trying to look at every angle here. They're trying to look at both sides of the coin. It's like they're trying to take it into you or them. They're trying to take into consideration every angle. The problem we've got with this is it's extraordinarily logical, because we're utilising the swords, which is air energy. So that everyone, again, we're in Libra season, so that makes sense. So everyone's like in this kind of observationary energy, or certainly air signs and or other energies being probably brought into that Libra energy, where we're being swept up in that a little bit. And so this person's probably aware of that, and they're trying to balance themselves, ready to take action, because they know they are going to take action. This is Ace of Wands. This is a fiery energy. But can you see the world is in reverse? So there's something pulling them back in their old world that has to be resolved, which is why they're kind of stuck, all right? Which is why, again, the Hanged Man, very strong Pisces energy. It's like, I'm going to just observe this for a while because I don't understand it. I know I need to move out of it, and I'm going to, but there's something keeping me trapped and I can't quite work it out. Now, this is the thing. We could sit here and go, well, why don't they just leave? To be honest with you, I feel like that's actually kind of a clever thing they're doing. And the reason I'm saying that is there's no point, because they know they're going to leave the situation from where I'm looking at. But if they don't fully understand everything about it, then they're going to be possibly getting drawn back into a similar situation again. And that's not a good thing. If they don't understand how they got caught into that and they've learned everything, there's a risk that when they move forward, they're going to be pulled back again. And I think that's possibly, now maybe they're not consciously aware of that, but subconsciously they're definitely aware of it, which I think, because again, that's kind of sensible, in my opinion, because what they're doing is they're saying, I'm missing something here and I can't work out what it is. So let me just observe first of all. Now, obviously, the spiritualist amongst them, the intuitive element amongst them, will probably be screaming at them to go forward. But there's something about the lesson here that they need to totally close out. The instinctive side can come later. It's the understanding, it's the perception, it's the mental clarity that I think this person wants. You know, so let's have a look. Yeah, the Three of Cups. So there's different energies involved. Bottom of the deck is adjustment, and it's also justice. So it's like there's other energies involved here, all right? This is friendship, balance, third party situations. Yeah. So again, friendship. They're trying to do things the right way is how I'm kind of reading this. They don't want to be caught into a situation again where they were left so confused, because I think they've gone so down a certain route. They're trying to understand how and why before they can move out of that. See that we've got the Death card. So they know there's an ending here. They know there's a closure of an old life going into a new life, but they don't quite understand what and how that looks, right? So they know there's an ending here, right? Bottom of the deck is Seven of Cups. They're just very confused. The very strong confused energy. And again, the fear is a part of that energy. You know, it's very difficult when you're in a fear vibration to understand and look objectively if your vibration is at that level. That's very difficult to see, you know. And obviously if you're in this scorpionic death rebirth energy, because again we are about to go into Scorpio season, if we haven't quite sort of mastered that, it's very difficult. Hierophant, so this is higher learning. So this is a life lesson. So there's obviously something this person maybe has a soul contract wise with maybe a karmic energy that until has been resolved, they're not going to see it until that's resolved. That's part and parcel of what they were here to learn, in my opinion. So Four of Cups could also be ego elements that they, again, that could be another element of sort of getting them stuck into a situation because they don't want to see, because they may have to admit to something that was leading them down that road in the past that maybe now they're aware of it. They don't want to acknowledge that because it means that they have made the wrong decision at some point, but it wasn't the wrong decision because it helped them learn. So they're working through all that kind of, you know, that mental kind of chatter basically with the Four of Cups, all right? So let's see, what else is it that we don't already know here about what is going to happen for Capricorns, please? All aspects up until and including the 15th of October 2020. Yeah. So there's a deliberate blindfold here that's kind of holding their vision, because the route they took was possibly not a great one, maybe, and so they are having to acknowledge what that actually was as opposed to what they believed it was at the time, and that takes a lot, because this is the thing, this would involve balance to see the whole thing clearly, and I feel at the moment they don't quite have that, which is why they're having this difficulty. So they're trying to recalibrate all their energy here, and it's like they're all over the place. This is how I'm reading it. Now again, you know, if this is Capricorn Sun, this is identified as the Devil card in the tarot, and there's a lot of placements that have just gone direct in Capricorn here. Saturn, Jupiter and Pluto. So Pluto's very death and rebirth energy, Saturn is very karmic, and Jupiter is expansive. So possibly Capricorn placements at the moment would be having this strongest rebirth, in my opinion, because I feel like the placements in the astrological chart at the moment are more likely to provoke these kind of energies, which is again like dark night of the soul, rebirth energy, all right? So what else do we not know, please, for Capricorns up until the 15th? So this card's come out again, the Prince of Swords, okay? So let's have a look. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Swords. There's a pause. They're trying to learn what all this is about. Let me just tune into this energy here. So they've got multiple energies showing them something that they want to see. And only one of those energies are real. The other two are projections. Now, it could be more, it could be only 2 energies involved, there could be 3 energies involved, there could be 15 energies involved. It depends how many people are around them. But there's definitely more than one energy here that is, one energy is authentic. The others, no. This energy, they're trying to figure out, well, they all look the same. What am I choosing here? What is this? And can you see, they've all got these kind of links and ties, and he's ready with the scythe and the sword of truth to cut through, but he can't figure out, this or she can't figure out which of those are authentic. So for example, it could be a love interest, it could be a job, it could be finances, it could be a living environment. It's basically a decision that someone has to choose where there's more than one option, that someone is having a difficult decision to make, because however it's being presented is illusionary, based on what someone wanted to see. So at some point, someone projected something, an ideal, rose-tinted glasses, someone projected something, an ideal, onto another energy, or more than one energy, and that was never acknowledged. And until this is the truth of the situation is acknowledged, the decision can't be made, because the truth hasn't been revealed. Because again, the Four of Swords, there's this waiting period to understand, like, no, you can't move on until you can understand this. Because let's say, for example, this person just threw themselves into any old decision, it would keep going in a loop, because they haven't understood that the actual reality. They didn't understand the reality yet. And because they don't understand the reality, they can't move forward because they don't have the right information. Now, can you see these are all in the Chariot? These are all the elements required for the Wheel of Fortune to turn. The eagle, the bull. We've got Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, basically. That create that kind of memento to allow the Wheel of Fortune to turn, to then change the energy. But because this person hasn't learnt yet, the Wheel of Fortune can't turn because they didn't learn the lesson yet. So there's still decisions to make. So there could be more than one decision. There could be 3 people involved in a situation. There could be 4 people. There could be more people. One person could be having to decide between 3 women, or one woman may be deciding between 3 women and 3 men, or take the genders as whichever you know is in your situation. That's why someone's trying to figure out how they really feel. But to do that, they have to heal themselves, and then, because at the moment they're not healed. They're in between worlds. They're in this energy of, well, which is the right way? What am I? Look, can you see? So someone's giving them something, and they've got their hand out, and this is energetically. So only the rightful person has an energetic link in that way. So my recommendation would be is if this is you and you do have a strong energetic telepathic link, is that's how you communicate, because it's going to be the easiest way of doing it, so that they're not confused. You know. Up to the 15th. The Fool in reverse. So they can't take a leap of faith yet. They can't until they understand the full extent of this, which is requiring them to remove their ego. Because let's be realistic, if they're being offered fantasy, then they're going to have to sit and go, oh, you weren't actually honest with me then. But they don't want to admit that, because that's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it? Thinking that someone's being honest with you and then realising it isn't. So this is, again, part of the block, because you have to acknowledge certain elements of this in order to really understand it. What else is going to happen, please, between now and the 15th that we haven't already spoken about? What else is going to happen? Yeah. So someone is working on something here, okay? So again, this fell over the 2 of Swords and underneath the 3 of Cups. Now, I feel like they're going to want to work on reunion and what exactly they do want, but with removing the barriers and the obstacles, okay? So we've got this strong Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords energy fell on facing fear and the 8 of Swords. So there's an element in their life that has previously allowed this illusion to maintain. They feed into the illusion because it makes them stay stuck. The fear makes them stay stuck. If you're fearful, you're not going to be confident enough to make a decision. Now, most people would sit and go, right, well, that's definitely my issue. Let me go and sort this out. Let me go and work on this solution. And then by that point, that interference externally won't affect me, because then obviously you've dealt with it. But someone's caught themselves caught in a bit of a trap here, where there's codependency. They're reliant on someone who, it's like, you know, with one hand they give and then the other hand they take. It's very backhanded. It's like they enable this codependent energy, and at the same time they're kind of, this is an abusive energy, if I'm totally honest with you. So they've learned to be defensive and lock themselves away. Hence this castle, because this is about unlocking themselves again, but in the right way. Because whatever they've done here, they've weaved this web in between them and another person or party or parties that capitalizes on this fear and this blindfolded situation. And so they do know that. That's one thing they do know, that they need to gain that independence. So this is what they're working towards in order to understand exactly how and why they've got to this situation, because they still don't understand fully how this has come about. They have glimmers of truth that they're shown, but then as soon as they get a glimmer of truth, they're then handed another illusion to make them doubt the first truth. So this is what they're in at the moment. This is them crossing that bridge between the old life and the old reality, the old viewpoint, and the new one. So this takes time. This takes time. We can't just assume that that's going to be learned within 3 minutes. So, up to and including the 15th of October. What else don't we know, please? What else don't we know for Capricorn? Yep. So they are repairing this wounded warrior energy, 9 of Wands, and they're facing their fear, but it requires patience, is what I'm hearing, because they're also trying to mend this heartbreak, because they've been really wounded, all right? Now, the other card here was the Princess of Cups, so they want to extend this energy here to the rightful person, but we have to go through the healing process and the understanding first of all, because at the moment they're having webs and all kinds of things woven around them and blocks, and again, can you see we've got a snake that's keeping the sun and the moon apart, the sun and the moon being the masculine and the feminine, but it's the snake, again, very strong fear energy, can be Kundalini as well, but they have, this is what they're fighting to get through this, basically. Okay, so what else? Is there anything else we need to know that we haven't already covered, Spirit, about this situation? They've, I feel like they're in a very dire situation, possibly with money as well. This person, whatever situation they've come in from, has been extraordinarily difficult. We've got the Princess of Pentacles in reverse, so their money's being drained. Everything's been drained. Bottom of the deck, Prince of Pentacles. Can you see in this Princess of Pentacles ones, the yin and yang is the coin she's holding, and that's in reverse. So there's a lack of balance here. There's an imbalance between their masculine and feminine, and because of that, they can't identify. Someone's been demasculated here as well, is what I want to say. Someone's got themselves in a real situation. And again, maybe you're sitting there going, oh my goodness, this is awful. What am I going to do? Right, well, this is what I'm going to say to you. If they don't go through this, they're not going to learn, which means that when they come to you, they're not going to be the person you need, and it won't work. So this energy here is their journey to being the Emperor or Empress. This is what they have to go through in order to match your energy, because they're the pilgrim. It's what they signed up for. It's a soul contract. This is so they can rush in once they've gained that confidence again to be the person that you need. If they're all wounded, that's not going to work. And let's say for example this didn't happen, and then you guys got together or whatever, and then an individual came in like this again, they're going to fall for it. So this is what I'm saying. They have to see all angles, because they know that they're never going to fall by this energy again. This is what I think they're doing, even if it's on a subconscious level. Okay. Yeah, look. So we've got 3 of Pentacles. So this is someone that's trying to work to rebuild something here. Okay, and again, they're very determined to do that, the Prince of Wands. So that they want to rebuild this, but they're doing it the right way. So they're doing a bit of everything at the same time, but it needs to have time. It needs to take time. Yeah, it needs time, basically. Right, let's jump in and get outcomes here for you guys. Let's see what is going to be the outcome for this. Let's see what else they're going to show us. Takes time. They just keep saying takes time. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What is the outcome, please, for our Capricorns between now and the 15th of October? What's the actual outcome with this, please? What is the outcome for the 15th of October? What is the state of play for the Capricorns? 15th of October 2020, please. Outcome. 15th of October. Interesting. Sorry. I love how they do this. They're so clever when they do these things. Right, hang on. They're going to be shown this ego over. I'll be really honest with you. They're going to get, this is going to keep coming up. This is ego. They're going to want to reinvest in an illusion because it's a safe zone. It's their safety. because it means it's a comfort zone then. They don't have to reinvest in pushing themselves because it means they don't have to do the work. So they're going to reinvest in that, okay? Whilst they build their self-esteem and their self-love. This is also about a lack of self-love because they think they deserve this kind of thing. Because they think they deserve it, the emotional fulfillment isn't there, okay? So until this comes in, this Ace of Swords, which is going to be that defining moment where they're like, no, I don't need you to fill my ego. I already can do that myself, thanks. I've already got my cup topped up. And because my cup's topped up, I don't need you to top me up for me. I can already do that myself. So now I can move towards what I do want, and it's going to give me this emotional fulfillment. Until they balance that out. But let's have a look. That's the point they're trying to make. So what will actually happen then for Capricorn? This is the hope. Okay, so what was going to actually happen then? What is the outcome? Are they going to successfully do that? What is the outcome? Yeah. Yeah. So instead, someone else has got that sword. They're giving someone that sword instead. They're more comfortable at the moment giving a sword to someone else and being caught in that kind of ego trap than to liberate themselves, to come towards this is the Empress in the raw form, Queen of Wands. This Hanged Man fell out over the Queen of Wands. So until they're handing their power over. This is someone who's handing their power over. Because again, it's that they've been caught in a codependent situation where someone's breaking them down, but they're not building themselves up. They will. They will. This is a Phoenix energy. You don't get beaten down for that long and then you don't rise. This is the thing. The longer this, you got to remember, the longer this goes on, imagine the reaction when this person goes, yeah, I've had enough now. Because it has to happen at some point. You got to remember, we've got Scorpio season coming up as well, which is death and rebirth. It's about endings. Just saying. What's the outcome for Capricorns, please, for the 15th of October? What? My back. I keep my spirit are trying to give me hints here. It's a pain in the backside. You know what I mean? This is the energy, you know, and also the back is usually anger. So they're trying to show me that whoever this energy is not having any of it. And again, they're confirming that there is an ending here. Now, whether that's on the 15th or just afterwards, we've got a waiting period. So this is inevitably going to be ending, as I've mentioned, but we may have a bit of a wait. Okay. What is the outcome, please? What is the outcome? No, don't keep hitting my back. I get it. I get it. Okay, I get it. Yeah, the spirit are like, you have to learn. You have to learn. You have to learn. Like, we're going to keep doing this until you learn. So again, it's so that they're ready, basically. They're not doing it to be a pain. They're doing it so that they can be ready for this. Yeah, look, the moon. So this is very strong confusion, subconscious energy. It's also secrets and illusions. 10 of Swords. So there's definite endings here, but let's just tune into the... This is power. The moon rules water, doesn't it? So the moon would rule someone's emotional center, okay? So someone's previously been probably able to be manipulated emotionally. There's an ending coming here where we get it. I submit. I'm tapping out here. And again, someone could be actually literally tapping out because they're like, listen, this is like a bit sadomasochist energy here. So it feels like someone's a little bit unstable, and so they're just like, I'm done. Like, I don't need to go through this anymore. It feels like there's definitely an ending here. All right. Because they've reached that energy of what they needed to understand to break free of this. I was going to use a word, but to break free and to jump for freedom, to take the leap of faith, because they don't need to learn this energy before to gain their 10 of Cups. This is what they're going to be doing between now and the 15th. If it's before the 14th, it's ideal, because then we're not in Mercury in retrograde. We don't want to be ending anything on Mercury in retrograde, because it usually comes back around again. Just remember that one. Let's pull some more cards. Okay, let's see. What is the outcome for Capricorn? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? What is the outcome, please? Up to and including the 15th for Capricorn. So ask your angels. So again, if you're worried or concerned about this, just keep asking them, because again, this, if they got to learn, they got to learn. So for some of you, this could be that there's something better. Oh my goodness, please no more hitting my back. I get it. Obviously, if you feel like there's an instinct that's telling you that this is not the right thing, then choose a different direction, all right? But again, if you need more time, then just don't forget that there's a very confused energy with this. So just don't go too hard on yourself. Let's have a look. Let's pull an outcome here. What is the outcome for Capricorn? What is the outcome for Capricorn? No, this is not the right deck. I'm mixing up the decks by accident here. Okay. What is the outcome for Capricorn? What is the outcome? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for Capricorn up to the 15th of October. What's the outcome, Spirit, please? What is the outcome of this? Yeah, they're going to release. Look, we've got release. So this is pretty much done. There's no way. Look, let go and focus on what is positive and uplifting. Now, let's say, for example, they're also asking you to do the same thing. Just leave it. Let it go. It will come, you know, this person's going to notice what is the reality here. And they'll learn. You know, we just got to give it time, really, and let it kind of do what it needs to do. Things falling all over the place. Let me just pull one of these cosmic reading cards. Okay, let's have a look. What is the outcome, please? What is the outcome for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs up to the 15th. What is the outcome? This is them learning to become free. They're freeing themselves. Free spirit. This is what they're supposed to be doing. And then we've got Mother Earth. So there's a grounding energy here that's bringing this to a natural conclusion. So again, it could be that they were maybe needing to ground themselves, or maybe it'd be recommended that you ground yourself. Maybe the energy, they find it hard to balance themselves, which is why they take so much time to decide and to figure it out, possibly. Let's do one more just to wrap this up. Final outcome for Capricorn Spirit. What is the last message up to including the 15th of October? What's the last message for our Capricorn viewers? The outcome. Last message, please. Oh, wow. We've got the Angel Gate. Cleansing, protection, blessing. So, this is a protected energy. This is a very divinely protected energy here. We've got the crystal path as well, mineral spirits, crystal beings. So there's a very strong, balanced, defense, kind of protective energy that's surrounding this. And then we've got the Temple of Dreams. So this is what it's leading to. Again, we've got the Pilgrim. So they're just fighting this last energy to get to where they need to. So it's beautiful energy, beautiful outcome with this Angel Gate. So guys, hopefully that's been of some help. This is your reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs. Hopefully that's been of some benefit to you guys. Have a wonderful rest of the month until next time. Obviously, thank you for your likes, your shares and subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Catch me live if you would like to, 8 PM British Standard Time, and email me if you want a personalised reading. Until next time, guys, I wish you the best of luck. Take care. Bye.